Hey Dad, come take a look at this photo I took when we were on our way back from our trip.
Not bad. It's a little underexposed though. I think your shutter speed was too high.
Or my aperture setting could have been too low.
Or you could have just increased your ISO.
If you have absolutely no idea what we're talking about, then this episode is for you. Check it out. In most cameras, there are three main settings that motographers pay attention to. That is the shutter speed, aperture, and ISO setting.
Now in terms of shutter speed, the lower the shutter speed, the more light it captures. In other words, if you have a fast shutter speed, your image will become darker. As motorcyclists, we should be mindful when taking moving shots on our motorcycles at a lower shutter speed. Using this particular setting will result in blurry pictures.
Although, when done on purpose, they make really cool effects. Talking about speed, don't you love the wind on your face when we were riding on our Domina?
Yeah, in less than 10 seconds, we got from 0 to 100 on this baby.
The brakes also give us amazing power too, perfect for taming our baby's raw power. The next settings to be aware of is the aperture. This settings opens the aperture blade inside the camera lens to allow light into your shot. It determines the exposure you get in your shots and sometimes even the amount of background blur.
The final setting to keep in mind is the ISO, which has been around for a while now. You can even do it with your phone these days.
This settings helps a photographer control the exposure of the shots. In certain low light conditions, sometimes your best shutter speed and aperture settings will not allow you to achieve the right exposure. The ISO can help boost the exposure to your preferred level in this case. However, cranking it up too high will introduce a lot of noise or particles which will ruin your shots.
And that's when a flash or an external light source will come in handy.
Like our motorcycle full mosaic shaped LED headlamps.
Well, that works too.
Yep, that's all for this episode. Now it's on to makan time.